When it comes to comfort and Tuttle, local matters.
And nobody keeps our hometown in the game like Coke's Mechanical Heat and Air.
Owned and operated right here in Tuttle by Bo Kokenauer and his family, Coke's Mechanical is your MVP for heating and cooling.
Bo knows Oklahoma weather changes faster than a fourth quarter comeback.
And he'll keep you comfortable year-round, no matter the score.
Proud to be the official Heat and Air sponsor of Tiger TV.
Coke's Mechanical Heat and Air,
where local matters and your comfort wins.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Shelter Insurance, Joy speaking.
It's Aubrey. I need to file a claim.
How can I help?
When I got home from school today, I found the house completely in shambles. All the windows are broken, the roof is ripped off, and the kitchen is destroyed.
Put your brother on the phone.
Mitchell, Mom's on the phone.
When the unexpected strikes, see shelter agent Rhonda Littleton in Oklahoma City.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
At Core Orthodontics in Newcastle, we believe every smile has a story. That's why our board-certified orthodontist offers the latest in Lightforce custom braces and is recognized as a top Invisalign provider nationwide. We love helping kids as young as 6 start their journey to achieve their best smile, and we make it easy for families with free initial consultations, all insurances accepted, and no interest payment plans. Your best smile starts here. Core Orthodontics in Newcastle and Ada.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
All right, folks, welcome to Tiger TV here on the Coaches Show this Sunday afternoon. It is championship week. The Tigers have made it back to the state championship game where they will face the Elgin Owls again, a rematch of last year. Last year didn't go our way. Hopefully this year things turn out a little bit differently, but it's been quite a season. The semifinal game was incredible, but we'll just jump all the way back and kind of talk about the season as a whole here to kind of start this thing off. It's a long season. You start all the way back in August, and it starts even before that with the preparation and the workouts and those kind of things. But you start back there in August, and the schedule that Tuttle has put together is a really good schedule. It's a great schedule to test the team early. Yes. You open with Guthrie and Newcastle, 2 5A opponents, one of them's a rivalry game, which you never know how that one's going to go. You come out this year, and those are kind of barometers. You're going to see where your team's at in those games very, very quickly. No doubt. Doesn't mean your team's going to stay there, but that's you're gonna know where your team's at pretty quickly with those two. Come out and get 2 big wins to open the season off. Talk about it from the coaching perspective, the team perspective. You get those 2 wins to kind of set the tone for this season. How are you feeling at that point? I know it's been a while, but how did that set the tone for this season?
I was very pleased with them. And again, even to add further back than that, I think our scrimmage with Washington is also very important. I love Coach Ballard, and I know what they're going to do and what we're going to do. And, it's a great starting point for us after 10 days of practice or so. And I think he feels the same way. But, and then you go to Guthrie and, after the way we had beat Guthrie the year before on the last play of the game at the Rock, I knew they would be fired up, ready to go. And for us to withstand that and start pulling away at the end a little bit, I thought, okay, we have a chance. And then I'm telling you, Newcastle's really good this year. Yep. That's a really good football team. Very star-studded at skill positions. I thought they had two really good running backs.
Yep.
And I know the quarterback was kind of finding his way early, and I saw him play later in the year, had another outstanding year. So, that was a really big win for us. And versus a growing school, it's quite a bit bigger than us now. And rivalry game, it was great. And then, head over to Noble and, did what we had to do at Noble. Yep. So I thought we looked solid against Washington. I thought we were much improved against Guthrie. I thought we played extremely well against Newcastle on defense. I kind of started drinking the Kool-Aid on the defense a little bit.
Yep.
Hey, we're pretty good on D.
Yeah.
And then to go on the road versus someone you should beat at Noble.
Yep.
And doing what we did at Noble, I thought, okay, they get it.
Yeah.
And after non-district play, I thought, okay, all right, this is what it is. And, and then you get your bye week, you come back and start district play with Ardmore. And I remember going into the team room and telling the guys, all right, guys, I think Ardmore might be the second most talented team in the district.
Yeah.
Like this is us and them could be 1 and 2 in the district. They're that good.
Yep.
And, they don't know anything. They just know last year we got after them pretty good. And they were like, just look at me like, Coach, don't feed us this. And they are. They ended up being second in the district.
Did. Yeah.
And so I thought we played extremely well that night on defense as well. Just kind of went about our business, did our thing, got after Bethany pretty good here at home.
Yes.
And then the traditional opponents that you have to beat to get to the playoffs. The Blanchard game, we go over there, they move the game up a day, it starts raining, you have the delay. Blanchard did a great job in the first quarter or so there to, keep the ball away and do those things. And we pull ahead and beat them by 40 or whatever. And then you're on a roll, and I think we really got on a roll defensively. I thought, we lose TK after the second game, who was our leading tackler and leading receiver at that time.
At that time, yeah.
Will Garrett has a bum leg, so he's out for a while. Bear Vargas has a knee injury about halfway through the season there. So we're down 3 guys that were really playing a lot for us, and had some guys grow up, forced into those positions. Eli Clark was battling an injury early in the year. So we've worked our way through all of those things. And then from that point, you start getting some guys back, hopefully late, putting some pieces together and really getting back to what we thought we were going to look like in the beginning. So, and then our route in the playoffs, I mean, who was the toughest 4 seed in the block?
Right. Yeah.
Probably the team that was really second, but had to play fourth.
Yeah. You got a team that's from, you get a forfeit kind of a funky situation there that, you got a 2 seed essentially that falls to a 4 seed. Now they're coming over. And on top of that, now they're mad about it. They're not happy about it. So now you've got an angry 2 seed essentially coming over. And so you start off with that as a tough one. Then the next week, you get a team that's been on a roll as well.
Well, Grove had just beaten Sallisaw, and Sallisaw had beaten Broken Bow. And I mean, over there, you're thinking, okay, everybody from over there was telling us Broken Bow was the most talented team, but Sallisaw was the best team.
Right.
And then Grove gets after them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so Grove rolls in here, and we have a great night against Grove, and then, end up playing Broken Bow, who is unbelievably talented, has one of the most electric players that I've seen on a high school football field.
Yeah.
And, able to get a 21-point win in the semis. So I told someone earlier today on a show that our guys have done a really good job of doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And we've not panicked. Thought our kids did a good job of just, staying on course the other night. We knew they were going to score. I mean, you're not going to stop that guy.
Yeah.
He's really, really, really good. And did a good job of executing the game plan and found our way back to the state championship game again. And now we can talk about playing for a championship. I mean,
absolutely. Kind of, we've talked about it in the past, checking those goals off the list. get a home game in the playoffs, then win those and get back to play for a championship. And so now there's one box left to check off the list, and that'll be Saturday at 7 at UCO.
It's so exciting for our kids. I'm so happy for them. I'm so proud of them. The other night, it's so cool. Our community's they're just the bomb. I mean, they do everything they can to help these kids, and our kids go battling. We talked about it before the game. We have to play the way Tuttle plays. We have to play like Tuttle. We have to represent our community. We have to be blue collar, and no matter what happens, we fight.
Yep.
We just fight. It's grit, it's determination, and we're not going to change. We're going to be us, no matter what. And they did a great job.
Yeah, it's been a fun season watching these guys all the way throughout, from game one to last week in the semifinals. Been a season of highlights. It's been a record-breaking season. I mean, points scored, defense shutouts has been right there at the top of historical. One thing, the one knock about Tuttle is we don't really keep records real well here. Because we're sort of always focused on, hey, let's win the next one. Let's move on, win to the next one. Doesn't matter what happened last year. But this group has really kind of poured it on this year, statistically speaking. And you talked about it. You see all the points they put up throughout the year, and really, I think probably their best two offensive performances have come in the playoffs. When Cruz had 11 touchdowns in 2 weeks, and you really see the dual threat nature of that offense of, we can throw it, we can run it. Whatever you want to give us, we're going to take it. And it was the same thing again against Broken Bow the other night. First half, I think Sean Roundsville had one carry for -1 yards, and he finishes the night with 16 carries for almost 10 yards and 4 touchdowns. So it was really, you kind of showed the adaptability of that offense Friday night.
I think Cruz has a very good command of what we're trying to do. I think all of the players understand their roles. I mean, at this point, we've been in football for 17 weeks now, right?
Yep.
Something like that. So I think everyone understands their role and the expectation, and nobody's out of their lane trying to do more than they should. Everybody's in their lane sprinting. And if we could keep everybody in the right lane sprinting and the roles defined for them, and they know what we want them to do, it's something special. I mean, those offensive stats are so beautiful. I mean, he's done an amazing job. Sean's run the ball extremely well. Our offensive line, I mean, the other night they were going to bring a bunch, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's their MO, and I thought they protected pretty well. I mean, he didn't get hit a whole bunch. He got rid of the ball on time. He knew what he was looking at, and he let it go. And that's what you have to do. And then in turn, in the second half, I mean, we're able to get up a couple scores finally, and then establish the running game to finish it off, and not let them have it so quickly. But it was tough.
Yeah, no, it was a tough one. Let's take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll look at a couple of graphics we had in our pregame show the other night, and then we'll look at some highlights from the Broken Bow game and talk through that one. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
When it comes to keeping Tuttle comfortable, local matters.
That's why families trust Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air, your hometown heating and cooling expert.
Owned and operated right here in Tuttle by Bo Kokenauer and his family, Koch's Mechanical knows what our Oklahoma weather can dish out.
And they're here to keep your home just right all year long.
They're not just serving the community, they're part of it.
Koch's Mechanical is proud to be the official Heat and Air sponsor of Tiger TV.
Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air, where local matters and your comfort comes first.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meats, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
At Core Orthodontics in Newcastle, we believe every smile has a story. That's why our board-certified orthodontist offers the latest in Light Force custom braces and is recognized as a top Invisalign provider nationwide. We love helping kids as young as 6 start their journey to achieve their best smile, and we make it easy for families with free initial consultations, all insurances accepted, and no interest payment plans. Your best smile starts here. Core Orthodontics in Newcastle and Ada.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them.
Hey, Ben.
Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
In Oklahoma City, see Shelter Agent Rhonda Littleton for a free insurance review.
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV here on the Coaches Show, talking about the semifinal game we had this last Friday. Traveled down to Ada, East Central University, to play the Broken Bow Savages. We knew going into that game that there were some electric playmakers on the Broken Bow side of things. It's one of those situations that you don't really know how electric it is till you see it in person, and then you really understand what's going on there. We knew Tuttle was hot and rolling going into it, so we knew what to expect there. But it lived up to the hype. I mean, it was an electric semifinals game. And we'll look at a couple of graphics we had before the game just to kind of help, break this down a little bit. We had a QB comparison because the quarterbacks in that game on both sides are phenomenal players. We've got Cruz Campbell on our side, and you can see there 2,700 passing yards, 38 passing touchdowns, 72% completion, 230 yards a game, 1 interception, which is incredible. 40 total touchdowns. And then Graydon Howell over on the Broken Bow side, you said it earlier, in the 6 years that I've been calling games, the most electric athlete that I've seen on the football field in person with my own 2 eyes. I mean, the 2,500 passing yards going into the game, 1,400 rushing yards almost going into the game, 46 total touchdowns, not counting punt return, kickoff return touchdowns. And he lived up to the hype. I mean, absolutely.
There's no doubt. He is unbelievable and a great young man, and was first class all the way. Somebody asked me earlier in the week, and I said, he's a young Michael Vick. And they laughed at me. I said, no, I'm not kidding. I didn't laugh. That's really what he looks like. He's that kind of an athlete. I mean, our defense can really run. I mean, we've had it. And that's the only person I've seen that at times it looked like we were pretty slow.
Yeah.
And he's just very special.
Yes.
The things he can do, and everything's so off schedule because the ball never comes out on time or at the same time. So the route combos don't match your pattern drops or where you usually match. And it just creates all kinds of headaches for the defense. But, going in, we felt like we had to make him just spot the ball and snap it again.
Yep.
I mean, they had been throwing it over people's heads nonstop and just getting up on people. And we worked really hard on hopefully not letting them throw it over our head, not giving up a post or a vertical off the flood concept or wheel routes or out and ups. I mean, we worked really hard on those things. And in order to throw those things, you've got to stand in there and let go of the ball. It's usually not something you do off the run.
Yeah.
So, we took those away. We committed some guys to spying him here and there, which leaves some underneath stuff open, and he found them. I mean, he did an absolutely wonderful job.
Yep.
That was a really good football team, and he is probably, I don't know of a tougher person to get ready for than that. It's got to be the most difficult thing we've had to try to. You can't simulate it.
No, there's nobody that moves like he does, that can throw it like he does, that is as fast or as quick as he is. You just don't have that. So even in practice, and you kind of saw it, you see it in the way that the linemen, you've got free rushers essentially coming at him, and their angles look horrible. And it's like, that's traditionally not a bad angle. They're
the right where they should be.
They're right where they should be.
Yes.
It's just he moves in space different than anybody you can simulate. Like you said, there's no preparing for that.
And when you're designing something to go after a quarterback, if you can get one guy free to the quarterback, I mean, that's what you need, right?
Yeah.
Well, that ain't enough for him. So they did a great job, and we had to change some things throughout and give some different looks. You can't just give him the same thing every time. And we had to sacrifice some guys in coverage to put another guy down there, because if he just got to go north and south, he'd kill you.
Yeah.
So you had to make him move a little bit and try to get him out of the middle of the field some. And man, there's so many things. It doesn't matter what you do. I mean,
Right. He's going to get his.
You got to make them spot it and have another play on offense. You can't just stop covering and let them throw it deep and be done with it. They had 70 plays, I think, and got 28 points. And we scored 49 points off of 38 plays.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, we would love to tackle him, but, we're doing what we thought we would have to do, which is make him snap it again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He has the ability to break a game open with a play or a couple of plays, and to make it that hard for them to score was huge. It looked like, as you're watching the game, you're like, man, Broken Bow's keeping the ball a long time, but it's like, hey, that's great because they're not scoring quick. Making it really hard. They're used to scoring early and often, that Broken Bow team is. And so to make it that difficult for them to score is a strategic win.
Well, the scoreboard was good. That's all I've got to say. I mean, you do what you have to do at times. And, it's so funny. We're sitting in there at halftime drawing stuff up. Okay, we can adjust this. And no matter what you do, you get one guy to him. It's not enough. I mean, you got to hope there's a sideline there or something, right?
Yeah, something to bottle him up, or a second, third, fourth guy coming to help.
He'll back up in the end zone and make you miss too. I mean, he'll do it all.
Yeah, that was probably the play that got me the most was the time he backed up into his own end zone and looked completely comfortable doing it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times a high school quarterback gets in his own end zone and they're freaking out a little bit. And he was cool as a cucumber and just kind of floated out of there and then threw it back to the line of scrimmage and got them back to where they snapped it from. But they did have to snap it again.
You bet. And they've got really good players everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, I thought the DBs did a great job of not letting them get behind us and throw it. They covered. I know they were wanting to come off and chase the quarterback too, but they for the most part, they did what they were supposed to do. And I mean, you get out of there with a 21-point win in the state semifinals, you got to say, good night.
Yep.
So
good to have that one.
Much respect to them. And I their coach, I got to visit with him before the game and really liked him, enjoyed him, and have a ton of respect for how they play. And that kid's elite.
Yeah. No, he's a good one. We got to talk to Coach Lang a little bit and prepping for the game. We had to be the Tiger TV guys were doing it on NFHS, so we had to be a little bit neutral. We did okay sometimes. We got a little excited for the Tigers at other times, but I want to run through some stats real quick. We talked about Roundsville had 16 carries, 109 yards, averaged 6.8. His long was 40, and those 4 touchdowns. Cruz Campbell has a rushing column this week, which is we like to see that. We knew he was an elite runner. We just, didn't really see it much throughout the year. 3 carries, 61 yards. His long was 55 and 1 touchdown there. Passing 13 of 19, 201 yards. Long was 65, 2 touchdowns there. And then you had Jordan and Jalen, who both had 4 catches and a touchdown. Jet McCoy had a catch. Major Vandenberg had a couple catches. Donnie Schluter and Sean Roundsville both had catches as well. So spread the wealth there. But you talked about it, 38 plays to 70-plus plays for Broken Bow. In the first half, we only ran 10 plays and scored on 3 of them. So the offense is being just as effective as they've always been. You're just not getting the chances that you had potentially there at times in the game. And also, the offense scoring that quick didn't necessarily help the defense get rested up to get back out there.
I mean, it's give and take. Like,
Yeah.
I know Coach Limo, the defensive coordinator, he's not going to be too upset that we're scoring points.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't want to defend that guy anymore, but we're gaining in the lead, so he's not going to be mad. But yeah, it was just a battle, man. It was a heck of a game.
Yeah.
And they were fighters, and we were fighters, and it's what those games should be like. So just really proud of them.
Yeah, and Hal, his stats, he had 18 carries, 121 yards. Neal, their running back, had 24 carries for 89 yards, which bottling up option number 2 is huge against that group. He had 19 of 32 passing, 249 yards, 1 interception, and then a couple of receivers had stats. But again, against a team like that, a playmaker like that, a really, really good night to hold them to 4 scores there and make it really difficult to get those scores.
Well, I thought we were really good versus the run, especially first and second down. I thought we were really good. Third down, he converted a lot of those with his feet and his ability, which was great. I mean, he's just really good. So, you got to battle through those things. I mean, that other team works all week too and going to make plays, and they were worthy of being a semifinal team. They're pretty dang good, and I just thought it was a great battle.
Yeah.
I'll take 1 point more than they got. I don't care how many you win by, and I don't care about the stat sheet. We're after the dub, and that's what we were after. That's what we got, and I'm just proud of the kids. They did a great job.
They did, and I think it was a fun one for them. It's one they'll remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those that you'll never forget that battle that you had there on the way to playing for a state championship. We've got some highlights. Let's look at some highlights here, and we can talk through those from Friday night's game. First play of the game here offensively for us, little wheel, I think, to Major Vandenberg.
Yeah, Major Vandenberg from the running back position. Again, Major's a pretty versatile guy. He can play some running back, some receiver. Got one schemed up there, and something we've been working on for a week or two here. And then Cruz throwing the out route on time was great. And then, of course, Jordan knows what to do with it. And look at Donnie trying to block. I mean, that's offensive football. We got to make them defend every blade of grass, and then there's us chasing their quarterback around, and he's really, really good. And we get the one interception of the night. Jet does, and I think either one of them could have had it there. But one of the times we got him forced over, and one of the few decisions he made that wasn't good. So and then we come back here, and Cruz finds, I believe this is
Jalen.
Is that Jalen this time? Yes. Yeah. Another big play. So we scored 2 of our last 3 plays here on offense, I believe, something like that. And then come back now, and they give lots of pressure, leave a gap open, and Cruz sees it wide open. And I know this is he's faster than this. This video is a little bit slow motion.
It is.
So makes a great move right there to beat the safety and get in the end zone, man. And he was excited, and everyone excited for him. That was a huge play.
It was.
So real happy for him. And again, taking what's there, right? That's a good decision. And here you could see Sean getting going here, and the run game getting going, and they were a real heavy blitz team, and not a lot of second level run defenders. So felt like if we could get something gapped out there, we had a chance for a big play in the run game as well. And you'll see a couple of those here and there. And
right there, Schneeberger gets up to Pratt, their middle linebacker, who has 150 plus tackles on the year, and gets him sealed off and breaks that one free. Did a good job getting to that second level.
The line did a really good job of that. And here again, just some formation stuff from Coach Brandon, Coach Shoup, just, getting the out routes, easy throws for Cruz, trying to keep the chains moving, and still running the ball a little bit too. And there you see a little counter play or power play, and Sean gets to the end zone. So offensive line doing a good job, or we get close, getting some movement here and there. And then we'll go ahead and finish this one off for a touchdown. So starting to see some success running the ball. And, that's what you got to do at times, right? We got up a couple, and then that was a really nice cut by Sean in the backfield to keep that a positive gain and find his way to the end zone. I thought he made some really physical runs. I thought the run on 4th and 2.
That was
was determination.
Yeah, that was critical right there. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 2, like you said. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage. And you're thinking, oh man, this is not looking good. And then Sean does what Sean does. And, as he's falling forward, so you're thinking, all right, he's going to get close. Then he gets that extra step or two and ends up getting about 3.5 on 4th and 2 to keep that drive going.
Absolutely. And I mean, I know we look at the highlights here, but there's so many hidden yards in that game as well. Our kickoff team covering and pinning them deep. And then on the flip side of that, they were content to try the onside and the ugly kicks up there. And we get a short field. Thought Parker did a really good job punting the ball, flipping the field a couple of times. Our offensive starting position was much better than theirs.
100%. Yeah, we had much better field position. You mentioned Parker punting it. He's punting back there to Graydon Howell, number 4, who we've talked about it on our side. Hey, don't kick it to our guys that are returning. Like, kick it out of bounds. Parker did a great job and really didn't kick it out of bounds, but kicked it away from him. And then Donnie was usually down there to down the ball. And so, yeah, great job. Again, all 3 phases of the game played well.
You've got to net what you punt. I mean, whatever we kick or whatever he kicks, we have to make sure we can cover that or directional kick it enough or, whatever we choose to do that week. And Parker executed what we were trying to do. Donnie did a great job. And, man, I those are big plays. Big plays. And then the one time they kicked it deep to us, Jalen gets a nice return up their sideline. So, I mean, you've got to execute in all phases. And we did those things. And I mean, that's just the mark of a good team.
Yep.
You've got to go execute in all 3 phases, and they did so.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Well, like you said, playing for the W, get another W, and move on to the last game of the season. Kevin, do we want to take another break real quick, and then we'll come back and talk about this week's championship game coming up?
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
At Core Orthodontics in Newcastle, we believe every smile has a story. That's why our board-certified orthodontist offers the latest in Light Force custom braces and is recognized as a top Invisalign provider nationwide. We love helping kids as young as 6 start their journey to achieve their best smile, and we make it easy for families with free initial consultations, all insurances accepted, and no interest payment plans. Your best smile starts here. Core Orthodontics in Newcastle and Ada.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV here on the Coaches Show. Coach Brad Ballard with me after a big semifinal win over Broken Bow, the Savages down in Ada. It was a little cold. There was a little fog setting in at the end of that thing, but got the win 49-28 down there. It was a fun game. I will tell you that I was as tired as I've been after calling a game after that one, because it was like a heavyweight fight, just kind of back and forth there, people throwing body blows. And then the Tigers finally landed the haymaker there to finish it off and win by 3 touchdowns. But it was a hard-fought victory, which is what you expect in the semifinals at this point in the year. But gets us the opportunity to play for another state championship. I think this will be our 7th trip for the Tuttle Tigers to the state title game. I think we're 3-3 thus far in these games, if my statistician is correct, which Zach Huff's pretty accurate on those things. So we've won titles in 01, 05, and 18. And then, like we talked about, we've dropped a couple of those as well. The most recent being last year against Elgin, which was a great game. 2 really, really good teams. They had some immense talent in the trenches last year.
Yes, they did.
That was tough to deal with. And then we had just didn't quite make enough plays last year to get over the hump. But this year, 2 new teams. That's the beauty of it. It's the same teams playing. Tuttle versus Elgin, same towns, but it's 2 new teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the 2025 versions of both teams. And this group seems to have a goal in mind, and they're willing to work for it.
I would agree. They are very, very good. They haven't lost a game in 2 years. I mean, defending state champion, they have all the pieces. They have it all going. Returned a lot of kids from last year. I think the quarterback they have now is playing as good as the one did last year, maybe even a little better. And I thought he was pretty good last year. So I think they're just really, really good. I mean, I don't know what else to say about them. They win. They score a lot of points, and they don't allow many points. They're physical. They're fast. They have a huge running back in Ritzenmeyer. Their backup running back is absolutely electric as well. They have receivers that can catch and go to the house. They're really fast in the defensive backfield. They have a good kicker. It is a complete machine. So it will take everybody's best game to make it a game. And for us, we have nothing to lose. I mean, they're the defending champ, and they have what we want. So we're just going to be us. Very excited for our kids. I'm proud of them. We've not talked about them or Elgin much this year because you have to earn the right to go to that game and get back to see them, and they're the defending champs. So we had to do our part to get ourselves back there, and our kids have done their part. We're back in the game, so we were able to talk about it a little bit after the game, and I'm proud of them. I know deep down inside this is what they all wanted was, of course, to get there, but it's cool. Elgin's been the best team in 4A for a while this year and last year, and I mean, you want a chance to go earn that, So what you can ask for is a chance and an opportunity to go earn that, and we're very thankful and very blessed to get back to that. I don't know if Tuttle's ever been in the championship game 2 years in a row. I don't know.
Not that I can remember. No.
So our kids have put together a pretty good body of work, and are in elite company of all the years Tuttle's played football. If you're one of 7 of something, you're pretty dang good. So, we're not finished yet. We're ready to get back to it. We've had a good weekend of prep. The kids are fired up. We're excited coming home. We're excited when we got home. I was tired. I wish I had their energy sometimes, but I just can't say enough about the coaches, our guys that work and prepare and the game plans and the hours they spend away from their families, and then their families for allowing the coaches to do those things. And somebody sent me a video, or I think my wife showed me a video today of all of the coaches' kids down there leading cheers at halftime of the game. And our community's yelling with them. I mean, you talk about cool. It's just a cool thing. Our town is so awesome. Our community's so awesome. I hope they'll come fill up that visitor side at Chad Richardson Stadium in Edmond, and we want to bring that thing home.
Yeah, it'll be Saturday night, 7 o'clock. So it's the last, the OSSA kind of spreads all these games out over the weekends, this weekend and next weekend. And so it's the last one of all the classes, 7 o'clock on a Saturday night under the lights. It's going to be an awesome, awesome atmosphere. It'll be a little cool, but hey, bundle up, get your toe warmers, get your hand warmers out, and get out there and get loud, because Elgin will bring a crowd as well. They'll be fired up and loud. And so we expect everybody to get out there and get loud as well. And like you said, it's the best 2 teams left. I think if you sat people down that looked at 4A football at the beginning of the year, a lot of them would have picked these 2 teams to make it here at this juncture for the reasons you talked about. Both of these teams are probably the most complete football teams in Class 4A. Broken Bow has the most electric playmaker, but they didn't have the most complete team around him. These 2 are very complete teams, and there's really not a glaring strength against weakness in this game that you can just point to and say, hey, this is going to be really 2 heavyweights going head to head for 48 minutes to see who the best team in Class 4A is.
Absolutely. And you can always expect the unexpected. I mean, who knows, right?
Right.
I mean, we go over there last year, they jump up 14-0. They hadn't been behind all year. I don't know if they have this year either, but we come back and get back in it, get ahead of them in the third quarter, have a couple opportunities at some plays here and there. They come back, they get it, and I mean, they control the ball. They control the game there in the fourth quarter and win a state championship. Yeah. And they earned it. I mean, they did a great job, and they're great again. So it's just, I mean, you are who you are at this point, and when you go compete at a high level and just let it rip. I mean, that's what you do this time of year. You can't be bashful about anything.
Yeah, no, and that's the cool thing that now, like, hey, this is it. This is the last game. Regardless, go out there, lay it all on the line, put it all out there, play your best game, play your hardest, leave it all out on the field, and whoever comes out on top comes out on top. You want to go out and play your best game at this point, but you also want to go out there and give it all you've got in this moment. And it's such a cool opportunity. There's only 2 teams playing in Class 4A. When you boil it right down to it, like you said, historically, 7th trip to the state championship. There's been 6 previous teams in Tuttle's history that have been to this juncture. And so, yeah, you're kind of in rare air a little bit. You're doing it back to back for the first time. Potentially, but just again, really cool opportunity, really cool atmosphere. It'll be, you always want to, one of the cool things that I always looked at, we won state title my junior year. For those senior guys that won it that year, I always thought it was so cool they won their last game.
Sure.
Like, that's such a cool thing to think about, to have the opportunity. There's only 2 teams that have that chance now to win that last game, and that's the goal, is win that last game.
Yeah, and I mean, getting to play along. We've played a lot of football in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've played it to the end. So really, we've played 3 seasons worth of football in 2 calendar years. I mean, they've got to play a lot of football. That's great experience for the young guys, but for the seniors too. I mean, you get to play a lot of games. That's a lot of people go home after 10,
Yeah.
And we've got to extend it because of the off week by 5 weeks each year. So you've played, you played a lot of ball games in 2 years. So
I don't know how the basketball coaches feel about that. Well, that's all right. We'll deal with them later.
I'm not a fan of the off week either, but it's not my decision. So I mean, we work under the OSSA rules, and if
Yep.
that's what they give us, that's what we're going to do. So, you know, I'm just proud of them. Like, I don't think you could change my mind about this team no matter what happens Saturday.
Yep.
Like, they've given us everything they have. They've been an awesome team to coach and be around. They've been an awesome team to watch them prepare every week. They've gone out and played their rear ends off.
Yep.
You know, they've stuck together. They don't turn on each other. They like each other. They don't really care who gets the glory or anything like that. They just want to win, and they like playing football together. And if you could wish something for kids growing up and to be on a team like that, I would wish this team for any young man.
Yeah.
It's just a fun group of young men, and they have a blast competing, and they practice and they compete at a high level.
Yep. Awesome. Well, it's showed out this year. They've accomplished what they've wanted to accomplish this far. Again, one more box to check off that list. Saturday, 7:00, Chad Richardson Stadium at UCO. The Tuttle Tigers will face the Elgin Owls for the Class 4A state championship game. Anything else you want to?
Just thank everybody for coming out. I mean, it's been awesome. Our kids really, really appreciate your support, and so do we as coaches. But our administration, starting in the high school, you know, Coach Serber and Mr. Hannon, and then Scott Moore, our AD, Sean Brooks. Just he does all the stuff so we get to coach football, and that's not the case everywhere. We have support, and really, really like these guys, and our kids appreciate that. And the resources, the parents that cook meals for us. There's always pizza when we get on the bus. Everything. We got 5,000 photographers taking pictures of them, and Rochelle, and you know what I mean. It's just whatever you would want a high school career to look like. That's what this looks like. So I'm just proud of every one of them.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
No, they've been a fun group to watch. Tiger TV, we've had a great year this year. Thanks for joining us on the Coaches Show, spending your Sunday afternoons
Absolutely.
with us coming out. It's been fun to talk through these games and talk about the kids and the players. Feel like you get to know them a little more that way for us. And so it's been great. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We couldn't do Tiger TV without those folks. So if you're watching and you see those ads and yeah, you know, sometimes they're loud and goofy and all that kind of stuff, but give those people your business. They support Tiger TV. They support the program, help them out. Huge shout out to Kevin back there doing production. He does a fantastic job for us. Rochelle's here with him today, making sure he does it right back there. Which she does a good job. So it's been fun to be with Brett. Zach Huff joined us on the stats, which was huge this year for us. Our cameramen that do it for us every week, they get to stand out in the cold. Me and Brett get to sit in the air-conditioned booth and comfort, and they sit out in the cold and do the camera. But it's a fun deal to do. We enjoy doing it, and we hope everybody appreciates it and enjoys it as well for the folks at home. So this will be our last Coaches Show of the year, football season.
Oh, okay.
We may do a special one depending how things go, but you know, this is the last regularly scheduled one for us, but it's been a fun one.
You bet.
For us as well. So thanks for joining us. The game will be broadcast on the NFHS network. If you can't make it out to Richardson Stadium there at UCO, it'll be on there. You have to subscribe to that. So be sure to tune in, cheer on the Tigers. And if you see these guys around town this week, tell them good luck. We're rooting for them. So thanks for joining us on Tiger TV here on the Coaches Show, and we'll see you next time.